What I do, fellas. So when she comes back, you know I'm about to say it. I gotta say it. Say absolutely no. It's not happening around here. She wants to come back. This is not where she belongs. So a lot of females later on, after they don't even deserve you, they still think, okay, you know what? Well, claim me as your girl now. Or, I know I messed up. Or the grass, right? The grass is not greener. So she goes and experiments and it's not so fun. So she's coming back and telling you, you're the best one. And yes, she wants you. And y'all don't, right, with this video say no, but some of y'all will still kind of get tricked and think that you should take her back. So yeah, when she comes back, say no. All right, fellas, give this video a big thumbs up. And I cannot wait to just get to a discussion because I'm going to talk a lot about how much y'all deserve more. It's really down to you deserve more. And then when she comes back, she should work the hardest, especially from all that you've been through, from, her making you do this, spending that, all that. She should be working her A word off, trying to just get some time out of you. You get me? So we'll talk a lot about, if you guys are not respecting yourself, there's maybe a huge reason why she comes back and see she still doesn't act right. And then there might be a way y'all can start changing things to get her to act right when she does come back. All right. So if you guys do know this, if you guys do know that you didn't like this video, go ahead and like it right now. I try to bring a slick way of saying it. Didn't really work. Just make sure you like this video. Got to give you the reminder. It does help my algorithm. Okay, so let's go, or the algorithm. So let's go to the talking. When she comes back, first things first, why did she leave? A lot of times, y'all know women have their options just ready to go. Like that next guy that she wants, she's gonna go and pursue him. She's gonna try him out, right? So females, unfortunately, they're about opportunity. When she leaves, you have to know when she decided to leave at that moment, she said, I rather choose the opportunities. In other words, I'd rather choose my options. Now, let's say this. If y'all are arguing or getting into fights, and the first thing she's doing is running to the next guy's or her girl, what does that tell you? She's quick to leave. She's giving up. Why is she doing that, right? It gives you a lot of questions. So it just says, if she's so quick to do this and she's so ready to leave, whether it's options or there's another reason that makes her leave, why would she even get the opportunity to come or get a chance to come into your life? There shouldn't be no way. And so when she wants to weigh her options, this is what y'all got to get. When she wants to weigh her options, she's going to learn at her own pace. Because this whole pattern of coming back into your life, and I'll get into an example in a second, right? This whole pattern of coming into your life and going back to see the options and also when I gave you the option of like she could run to her girls to see what could help her deal with this moment, like cope with it basically. If she could just run to that, it just shows your value is not more than whatever that thing is. So it could be her feeling better. She knows that her emotions are always put first, even though she might be at fault or she's wrong at that moment, she's not going to take accountability. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that, yes, females are selfish. So it's just like when she does want you, this is a time you guys say, I cannot do that, and I'm going to be selfish just as you were. But the worst part about it is that a lot of y'all lost respect in this process. A lot of y'all were getting disrespected. And then on top of that, what she's really doing, and then I'll get into my example, what she's really doing when she comes back is throwing more disrespect, more dirt. Almost like she's telling you with her actions that you'll be such a fool to still take me. Or you know what? I left, dang. And now I'm back, dang, but I still knew if I left, I would still be able to come back. So it might hurt her ego, her pride. And fellas, if y'all want to talk about her ego and pride, or if you just want to talk about anything that's going on in your life, book your consultation by clicking that link down below. And let me just tell y'all, I've been talking to a lot of y'all lately, and it's been so fun. Y'all need to get on these consultations because y'all have so much great experiences and stories and potential. So don't ever be out here doubting yourself, catching yourself slipping because, oh, for a second you said, let me let her back into my life. Make sure you click that link after this video to book that consultation. We can talk about whatever. But back to how she disrespects you even more by coming back. Listen, this is how much, and this is how bad it gets. This is how much women will not care, still think about themselves, don't care what you feel. When she comes back, she still has the ego and the pride in the way, right? There's no way she's going to get rid of most of that. So she still has the ego and the pride in the way. She comes back, and I kind of just said this about like texting or something, but she comes back and it's just a little energy, a little effort. So she's now coming back, but on top of that, she doesn't want to humble herself. She doesn't want to get to a point of like, well, man, I put myself in this position, so you know you deserve this. Now, I'm not talking about maybe you guys are still showing soft and weak things that makes her feel like, well, I'm not going to respect you. You got to respect yourself. That's also what I was trying to say. But I'm not going to get into that. You know, you got to do that part, right? So I'm just saying, I'm assuming y'all are doing this, right? So once again, if she's saying, okay, you know, I could just easily come back, it's telling you, oh, you're going to welcome me back into your life. You're going to take me right back. So it's just saying that you're still the stupid guy to take a woman like me, my behavior. Now, here's the difference. Her ego and pride is going to tell her, you're good, you're beautiful, doesn't matter. Another man will want you. Who cares what he'll do, right? Her ego will do that, especially the times where she doesn't come back, she doesn't contact you. But once she's had enough and she comes back, she's now feeling like, okay, well, I still have a little bit of ego and pride, but I still can give you a little bit, fool you, get you back. But yet what she doesn't know is that fooling you, and this is where you guys say no, right? She doesn't get that fooling you at the end is really just a joke in her face because you're not taking her back. So I'm saying when she texts you, when she's doing the most, looking maybe prettier in pictures, maybe around you, when there was an event that everybody went to and she happens to be there around you, she's making sure she's close to you, right? So when it comes down to, oh, I'm trying to get you back, and you know, you're supposed to be the fella that's certain about, I'm not taking you back, I'm not with this, when it's supposed to be that, and she comes back, it's just gonna be like, okay, well, I'm here, and I know what's up. And so it's like when fellas really take this like authority move, like I'm flat out not even entertaining it, you know, she's over there and she doesn't even see you, like doesn't get no attention from you. When fellas flat out take this, it's the next role of showing your power. So I'm just saying that this is something that y'all don't even step to, whether you're intimidated, whether you don't want to lose her. You know the reason, whether you don't know if you can get another girl or you can't get other females that are just as good looking. You know the reason why it's so difficult to say no, or you don't say no. But my point is that a lot of times that saying no, being a no man instead of a yes man, some of y'all are not capable of doing it. And so for a lot of females, this is where they take advantage. They come back after you say no. So I'll just say this, and I might go back to it. We'll see how this video is going. It's getting close to the end. But I might say this at the end. I'll say, you know, what to do when she comes back if, let's say, she's giving you explanation. And I will save the rest of that for another video because that is now not saying no, right? But I want to say this before I say my like little example that I told y'all about. I want to say this. Saying no, if you can't say it the first time, just force yourself to at least say it the first time. So I'm trying to get y'all to start building back respect. The respect that you demand when you say no, how could you really have her know that this is how you feel? How can she take you serious? You build this consistency. You show her how serious you are. So I'm saying a lot of y'all can't even flat out say no. A lot of y'all, yes man, been your whole life. So it starts off with the first no. The next time she tries something, she knows. And this applies to when you're even in a relationship, because you got to say no when y'all are in the arguments, as in you're not going to hear that out because it's a whole lot of nothing that is valuable and it's wasting time, right? So I'm just saying no is in different ways, right? Spoiling her. Sometimes you got to say no. She doesn't deserve that. Or let me say, a lot of times y'all got to say no. So it's just like that big step. A lot of y'all don't do it, but understand that when you start doing it, it's not so bad. It's hard for y'all to get to doing it, but start building it. And then when you do build it, the nice thing is that you just start getting ahead. So you start, you know, becoming more of the opposite of this soft guy or the guy that I just said will say yes all the time. Now, for a little example for y'all, story, little whatever, I'm going to say this. Let's say you guys are in a relationship. I want to use relationship more because y'all kind of have like, you know, just like entanglements and stuff going on. And, you know, like I just feel like maybe relationships might be more relevant to y'all, especially because it's winter time. And y'all, if you don't know, wintertime, females, they do really be on that season, like, where my boo at type of thing, where it's wintertime is going to be a cold winter. She doesn't want that. She needs a cuddle buddy. So anyways, that is really besides my point. I'm just trying to tell you, you know, now things are basically changing with females when they're coming back. And, you know, although I lost my train of thought, I'll just really say this with the story, the example. If y'all are in a relationship, I said the whole relationship. That's why I'm bringing it up, winter, whatever. But if y'all are in a relationship, just get that. If she's coming back into your life, for an example, being in a relationship that's on and off. If she's always breaking up with you every single time y'all get into an argument and she just can't handle it, she's blaming on you. You don't hear me out. What you do now moving forward, being in a relationship and now having to say no to her, is that, oh, no, you don't say no words, right? Before it could have been you tried to hear her out, right? You actually did all these different types of things already and none of it worked. So it's like, choose what's going to make sense. Saying no is in different ways. Your body language can say no. Your response is saying no. You get what I mean? So it's overall, when you send the message of no, it brings more value to you, as in it makes her now know, okay, well, he said no, that's his standard. He said he's only willing to do this. Well, dang, he's not going to deal with females that are like me because I'm this type of girl. So reality is also when you are a guy that, let's say you happen to be super on your grind, super grown, super, let's say even mature, right? And it's not about, lifestyle or anything, or it is about lifestyle, but it's not to get into details. It's just let's say you have a good path and that woman happens to live differently, or she started changing, right? And y'all are just on the opposite tip, not on the same page. What's going to happen then? You're going to have to stand your ground when you got to say no to other things, right? If, let's say, she loves to, and y'all know what happens, she loves to go out. And sometimes for some females, it's like they always do it with their girls. They'll start blaming you because you don't go with her and all this stuff. But yet you still stick to what you're about. So yes, I'm not saying don't meet her halfway, but yes, I'm saying, yes, you're not going to start going out all the time or going out because you really need to please her. It's like, okay, well, I can meet you halfway. Let's try something that's like a mini bar, not the club, or let's go and have fun somewhere here. It's alternatives. Or let's try to do a place that you like once a month, or twice out of the weeks in the month, you know what I mean? Or, like twice a week, I meant to say, right? And that's kind of a lot, but every relationship is different. But I'm saying, like, if she's asking you, you have to consider your lifestyle as well. Considering if you're busy, right? How do you always have time to please her? And it's not just about entertainment, but it's about balance. And then how can you have balance with your partner, right? When you guys grow too, when you're talking to her and you have to always put up with saying yes, listening to her, dealing with her emotions, opening up because she's telling you to open up, and you're not expressing yourself too much. When you're doing that to yourself, all you do is take away the respect that you're going to get for yourself. So everything that I first started off saying now, and saying how respect applies in all different types of things, such as dignity for yourself, standards, like I was saying, for yourself, discipline, like all this stuff will show who you are. So I really mean to say this: the way you're going to treat her, the way you treat women, how much you let her back into your life, how many times, what's your pattern, what's your cycle, the way you move, the way your mind makes these decisions that manifest into real life is the way she's going to respect you. As in, when you respect yourself because you make these correct decisions, she only has the option of respecting you. When you choose to be on your purpose as you should be, as a man, right? You're supposed to chase your purpose, your dreams, chase that money, that success. When you're supposed to be doing that and she's supposed to be following you, right? You're the leader. How is that going to really work when, you have moments where you have to, once again, change your decisions, say yes, be there, and become that man for her that she doesn't even really want. So it's like y'all are disrespecting yourselves. And it's like you dismiss the facts of you're not even doing enough for yourselves because maybe now you're slipping because of her, but yet there's no excuses. It falls back to you. And that's me saying, like, if you're not working hard no more, if you stop going to the gym, if you get lazy, or if you don't have the same income and, you're not finding that next job or another way to bring that money coming in, what do you think is going to happen after that? It's going to be a whole lot of her coming back when she wants to. So it's like when your money is right, she's coming back for sure, right? And then maybe she'll be a little sweet, be around right after your money is gone, show you that she cares a little, just like a little bit. That's it. But aside from that, that's all it stops at, right? So then after that, we know how you are. Every time you're down bad, you're in your emotions, you start saying, well, man, I just can't get back up. And now you're still saying yes. And it just is a huge combination of just flat out disrespect or just treating yourself bad, right? There's no excuses to why you're not getting up and being more hungry to make things happen for yourself. So a lot of y'all, and this is not even, could be its own topic, but a lot of y'all live for women instead of living for yourselves, right? That's the reason why decisions that has making saying no, is so difficult, because you don't think for yourself. You think for, if I do say this to Tiffany, and fellas, I'll try to get used to saying different names, but you know what I'll do after this video? Okay, I won't do it, maybe. But I will write down eventually names of girls, and I'll try to remember a few different ones, so I don't always say Tiffany, because I'm sure Tiffany out there, if she knew about me, she would be tired of me. No, but for real, all jokes aside, you get me? Like, you got to make sure that you keep your respect at all times, and saying no shouldn't be difficult. And this is probably because you're lacking in areas. You got to go build yourself. You got to keep transforming and evolving and grinding, because, fellas, there's no woman that's picking you up, lifting you, and showing you how you got to do it. And even if there is, why would you want that? So some of the strength that you guys are lacking, like not being masculine as well, all these things that starts mentally and things like that, y'all got to go hop on so you can start easily making these decisions to say no, to walk away, to not hear her out, to not be the guy that's listening to her whining or talking about a whole nother man. Now that one is tripping. That one is wild. When you got a whole nother female, and this is how we'll wrap up, to kind of like wrap up strong or whatever. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you haven't, fellas. And make sure you do book your consultation after this video. But to wrap up strong, that example that I just said of her talking about another man, right? Or, sorry, yeah, another man around you. But like, if she's talking about this guy ranting, and this guy happens to be like an ex, or this guy that she used to have a thing with or dealt with, what is going on there where y'all are still sitting around and listening to this? And so y'all still wonder why a lot of women like do this type of coming back and these disrespectful behaviors. Why do you guys think mixing cold behaviors happen? Y'all tolerate a lot of this stuff. Like, yes, a big portion is them bringing it to you, bringing you this action, but a big portion is y'all allowing it to continue to come into your life. There will be maybe 1-2 times, a few times you get messed over, or she makes you do some wild decisions, or you slip up because of her, but that's only those times. It's not supposed to happen afterwards. But the point is that when you have a female disrespecting you in that format, where it's like, you know, she's supposed to be about you, and how did you guys even get to this topic? And yes, she might give you excuses like, well, you know, I'm just talking about this because I feel this way, and it's not because I miss him, and all this type of stuff. And yet y'all are still there listening. You get what I mean? That's part of letting her come back. That's all parts of taking disrespect. And this is all types of stuff that I tell y'all you got to put an end to. This is the reason why half of you doing good is just half, and it's not fully. And that's in her eyes. And y'all got to be honest with yourself, because it might be real life that it's to you too, that you got to do more. And so, you know, your best should be enough, but some of y'all are not really putting in the work to really reach your best. All right, so make sure you can say no. If you can't say no, find a way. And if you're saying no, make sure that, like, hey, you just keep having the things to back it up, the money, the status, the power, and all that. And, you know, at that time, it'll be really easy for y'all. So then you could just kind of decide what females you'll say yes to afterwards, if it makes sense. You get me? But yes, there's a whole lot of stuff that I didn't get to talk about in this video. It's okay. Y'all know I drop a lot, so keep requesting and telling me what types of videos you guys want to see. Like I told y'all, make sure you book your consultation after this video. Bye, you guys.